Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rebels Without a Castle. My name is Zach Savage. I'll be your lore master this evening. I'm joined by my absolutely wonderful cast here, and they're going to go through and tell you who they are. We're going to start with who's not looking at me. Teacher rules. Justin.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me over at Roll D5. We specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. I am fascinated with playing another dinosaur horror themed game, but that's not relevant to this game at all. I play Lucero Emberhold. Both he and I use he/him pronouns. I'm going to kick this over to Pyrea.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pyrea. You can find me on all socials as Pyrea. I feel like there's going to be a dinosaur game in our future at some point. Me saying that is now the third time it's been mentioned in the last, minute. Anyway, I will be playing Espen, our Oblivion Ranger slash Druid tonight. Let's throw it over to Hyacinth.
Excuse me, first of all. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sam. I go by Utah Indie on both Instagram and Twitch. Tonight, I am playing Long John Silver, or Revelous Noge, the Pirate Gunslinger Rogue. Laura, I think that's just you now, right?
Yes. Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. And here tonight, I am playing Orion Shieldbreaker, our half-orc fighter barbarian.
Alrighty, and that's the crew. So let's do a little bit of a recap. Last week, our friends were able to convince young Carrick Iron Peak that he should attempt to make his rightful place on the throne. Rightful according to, well, some folks revealed that his mother and the current Stone Lord felt they were destined for each other, but the hierarchy had other plans, and thus he has been relegated to the Green Steel Mountains, never to leave until now. Carrick, however, did have a couple of errands that he needed to run. The first one beating the holy hell out of one Holland Root, who has given him a fair amount of trouble. The second one to visit Hattie, a local orc smith who had some suspiciously familial traits to one Oriane Shieldbreaker, as we discovered that Hattie was not only a fantastic smith, but Ori's long lost aunt, which caused Ori to have appropriately kind of a meltdown. And they ran out into the field to collect themselves, tailed by Lucero, where they had it out. Ori finally got her lick back. Um, and it was a lovely little conversation. As you turn back, Hattie said the crew was welcome to anything and everything to get to stock up and be ready. She did improve Ori's maul, going from a +1 to a +2. Espen was able to scrounge up some experimental planar binding arrows. And Serafina found some boots of speed that were 9 sizes too large for her. That she pawned off on Revlis, as Revlis has started to slowly reveal to the party that he is, in fact, in trouble with the Bramble King and who knows what else. As the crew was dealing with all of that, Carrick was in the background at the forge, making some modifications to his Warhammer that he revealed was his Drukamol, which is supposed to be a piece of crafting that is improved upon and designed throughout a dwarf's life. And he finally made his first adjustment to it, adding the coat of arms of the Green Steel Mountains so that he would not forget where he came from, no matter where he ended up. It was starting to get dusky. It's ready. It's time to eat. Carrick invited everybody back to his place to rest, recharge, and get some food. And as the crew began to walk away, Seraphina could hear the ringing of the forge as Aunt Hattie got back to work. But soon that sound of ringing steel on steel began to encompass her, both inside her brain and around her. And that is where we are now. So all of you are headed back to Carrick's. I think we said it was like a 15-minute walk back from the forge. We Seraphina, the ringing is grew quite loud momentarily, but is now kind of relegated itself to very much a background noise, as it is you're kind of mostly just hearing Hattie diminishing as you walk away, but every so often you do kind of hear it from a direction that doesn't make sense.
When it gets loud, she's gonna cover her ears. Does that change anything?
As you cover your ears, you are able to kind of muffle the sound that's coming from a direction that makes sense. But you still hear very clearly, like from the side, and then like above you, and from somewhere in front of you, and off to the right. Every so often, that does not seem to diminish.
Kekik, how many blacksmiths are there here?
Oh, well, I mean, everybody kind of dabbles. Everybody's pretty good at keeping their stuff together. But as far as like actual smiths and forges, I don't know, we got like 3 or 4. Um, but like one's inside and it's like kind of up from where you come, where you came. And there's Hattie, and then uh Jonto doesn't really forge anymore. He lost a hand. So it got really difficult to I mean, he built another one. He also just kind of lost the passion, so he doesn't really get involved anymore. But no, Hattie's about as good as they come. Why?
It's just like there's a lot of noise, and I was wondering like how you guys even focus like on anything else.
I mean, it's all pretty spread out, so I don't know. Maybe it's just it's just kind of background noise. Is it bothering you? Is it bothering like the lot of you because you're not from here?
What?
Or is it is it is
For,
the sound like is the hammer and the anvil, is that getting on your nerves at all?
I mean, the
I
one
re-
what walking away from?
Yeah, I mean, I barely hear it, but I just want to make sure that like you're not from here, so I don't know if maybe it's even louder. I could be going deaf.
I was raised in a smithy, my guy.
Yeah, so that's why it's probably not the best. Espin is your name, right? I'm sorry. Is this bothering you at all?
No, we're walking away from it, so it's not any
I mean,
louder.
from that
Serafina,
one, but we're walking like
what?
towards some of the other ones. Like it's kind of like all over the place.
Espen is like focusing really hard. Can she? I mean, I assume that she can hear distant tinking, but it's probably not nearly as loud as Hattie's. So,
So you
he's
get
not-
let me make you roll for this because it's just it's all background noise.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you do hear Hattie like hammering and grinding. Um, but it all just kind of falls in with the background noise of
Yeah.
like the training grounds. Um, and like the shouting of the miners that are coming up on like the west side of the mountains. And it's all just kind of nothing is really louder than the other. and you're all kind of in this space where the the sounds kind of all combine into just
Yeah.
kind of noise.
I mean, it's not really bothering me.
So like you guys can feel heat and cold, but you can't hear how loud this is?
Or
Your
mean,
senses
what?
are like really messed up. What do you mean what? You can't hear. It's like coming from. There's like banging. There's hammering. Like steel
Seraphina,
on steel from like every direction. What?
point in the direction that you're hearing these sounds from.
How many is she hearing right now?
It's all kind of like,
Everywhere.
yeah, but it's not like it's not in your ear. It's just you just kind of it's almost like a tinnitus ring, but the sound of like steel on steel.
I mean, obviously, like there's Hati, but sometimes it feels like it's coming from weird directions, and sometimes it just feels like it's in my head. Like it's like not really like it's just like constantly in my ears, you know?
Okay, that's not great.
I'm still lost on her saying that she doesn't, that the whole warm cold thing is still kind of fucking with me.
We've got a lot to
Mm,
unpack here, that's for sure.
yep.
Let's get to your home, Carrick. Let's Seraphina, is all right if we get there and then we unpack this because we don't hear ringing. I don't hear ringing. Do you hear ringing, Ori?
No.
I
No.
don't think
Lucero, do you
unpacking
hear
is
that?
going to fix anything unless somebody has a book on it.
No, I don't hear any. We do have a lot of things to unpack, and he's gonna like Lucero's gonna briefly
But
look
we're
over at
leaving
John's hand.
tomorrow. Right? Aren't we leaving tomorrow? Why would we unpack?
Metaphorically speaking, we're talking about unpacking things. We're not physically unpacking stuff.
Not. Yeah.
Thank you, Lucero.
Turn of phrase. Turn of phrase, P.
Oh, okay.
Carrick.
Hi.
Do you need anything? I know you said you're gonna have to cook a bunch. Is there anything I can pick up while we're headed over?
Oh no, I've got it. I got it in the cold box. I just and I mean for we're leaving for I guess ever. I don't really need to worry about dinner for tomorrow. So no, we got everything we need. I think I mean if you want to help getting stuff
Alright.
together once we get there, that'd be super.
I can do that.
But also your guests, so like don't feel obligated. You can just kind of say you have come a long way. Um
I'd rather make myself useful if it's all the same to you.
I don't know if you insist. Um and you guys are kind of coming on Carrick's like kind of long housey type situation. Uh and he opens the door and then steps aside and lets you guys all walk in.
Just like Zach, none of us are hearing any of the other ringing of anvil and hammer, right?
No, you hear like sometimes in the distance like a ring, but it's like it's very directional, you know where it's coming from. The distance to the decay of the sound makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like grinding.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Just double check. That's all. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Ori's gonna like make a beeline to the cold box area and start helping Carrick get his shit together.
I know how to make sandwiches.
I mean I suppose we'll need those, but for traveling.
We're gonna Seraphina, I think it's just probably better we have that conversation first.
Okay. I don't know what to talk about. There's just hammering everywhere. A kind of arcade said that.
And Seraphina, as you guys are like coming into Carrick's home, the ringing kind of subsides It gets very, very light, and then you're not sure you hear it, and then it is gone.
She's gonna like pause, freeze, spin on her heel, and then walk out of the door, and then do like the out and in thing to just test.
It's gone no matter where you are.
Well, it's stopped.
Mm.
So
It
I
stopped.
guess that's good. Yeah. When we walked in, but then I just walked back out and it was still done. So I like maybe they just finished for us today.
I mean, you could just have a hammer ear. That happens a lot sometimes, and you're standing like too close in the forge, and you're not used to it, and you just kind of like bring, bring,
Oh.
bring.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great idea, but that's wrong. Because, like, it started before I got to the forge, and then it started again after. So, inconclusive
Started.
information. So I can understand why you would make that guess. But it's a good guess.
Serafina,
yeah,
when did it start?
Oh! Well, I mean, the first time... I think it started when I was looking at your hand, and then it, like, I could see what was wrong with it, but I wasn't really focused on that, because I was very focused on your hand, and then it stopped after that, so I was just like, but you must have just finished what they were doing. Then we went to the forge, and then it started again on the way back, so...
Carrick, do you by chance have a room that me, Serafina, Espen, and John can have a little bit of privacy?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
He's
there
not
he is.
frozen.
He's there.
He's
He's there.
thinking. He's trying to decide how
He's
many beds
thinking.
are in the room.
Yep.
I mean, it's really kind of it's not made for guests, is
like a
the
rectangle.
thing.
His personal
You see,
bedroom.
Carrot gets um you see that he goes in like a chest, he starts pulling out like blankets and stuff, and he goes, "Oh, I mean, I have a room."
Nope.
Uh,
You know what? It's fine. We have a tent. Well, everybody, Ori, whenever you're ready, meet us in the tent. The three of you, if you will please join me in the tent for a little conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
I'll pull out the tent.
you
and
can
set it up.
watch you can watch like the sass like begin to build, but Ori like just kind of clenches her jaw, nods once.
Was I being like annoying, complaining about the sound? Because like it's not that big
Nope.
of a deal. I can just what's up with it if it's like.
Nope, it's not anything remotely like that at all. It is probably just a conversation the three of us need to have, and to make sure that we can come to the source of things. And he says that as like he walks on out and just gets the tent set up so we can go hang out in there.
Espen, you too. Come on. You look a little
Uh,
distracted there.
Yeah, I was listening for noises.
Mm.
And yep, I'm coming.
Okay.
And she toddles along.
Mm-hmm.
Before John enters the tent too, he's going to turn. He's going to look at Ori. Everything that's going to be said in there is going to be said to you too. Just in case you were curious. Join us when you're done.
She raises her eyebrow, but there is no response, but it's not like a fuck you kind of a thing. She just goes back to doing her sous chef duties.
As John says this too, he's kind of flexing his hand back and forth, massaging it a little bit. Definitely noticeable. And then he's going to walk inside the tent with the others.
I think as soon as we're all inside the tent, like Lucero is going to be like position himself to where he's cross-armed, not looking at anybody as we're just kind of in there. And once John enters in, he's going to say, "John, if you can, show us all your hand."
All right out the gate then. Fine then. He's gonna take the wrapping off his hand again. Now, do I see the mark on my hand?
You do.
Okay. He's gonna kind of like flinch and grimace a little bit as he looks at it. Ah,
Serafina,
it's
Aspen, what do you all see?
Does the wound look any different than when Espen looked at it last? Or did it return to its just circle shape?
So Espen, you see it.
Yeah.
It's gross. It is
Hmm.
that kind of black necrotic, but in a perfect circle.
Okay. Oh, ugh. Somehow it looks worse.
Mm-hmm.
Can Serafina see it right now?
Serafina, right now you do not see it.
Okay. It looks normal to me right now.
Ooh, did it move?
What do you mean did it
Okay.
move?
This is a curse. And I am cursed. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason that I have this is because of the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Serafina, we've talked. You remember the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Espen, we started to talk, but we didn't get to finish the conversation we were having. You looked too. Didn't
Mhm.
you?
Yeah.
Do you have
Um,
anything like this? Anything all
Nope.
over your fur, all over your body?
Nope, not at all.
Espen,
Espen,
you actually.
She's bald.
Well, so remember way back when, I believe when you were still in Longfall, you found that you had this weird little patch behind one of your ears that was like devoid of fur and it had like a weird constellation type thing.
No, Pyrea did not remember that.
I know, that's why I had to
I
remind you. That
appreciate you so much. Uh
was a long time ago.
oh, well, like I did feel like this weird thing, but like I don't know if it's okay. So like, look at look here. I thought
John,
that there was something
Yes.
there.
tell us if you can see where she's pointing to.
And she like, look, look.
I'm going to get a little bit closer and take a look at the spot that Espen is pointing to.
So you see the spot with no hair is very clear. It's not big, it's not like a huge bald patch. But you do not see the weird like red constellation that seems to be on the skin beneath it.
And no decaying skin. No.
No.
Okay. Interesting. So you
There
I'm
is
just
a
gonna
spot there. There's
When she feels it, what symbol can she map out by feeling it? Like what constellation can she sense?
Give me what do you roll to determine a pattern on a part of your body you can't see?
Yeah, but like it's been there, and
Survival?
if you go like dot dot dot, that's like the easiest way to connect things. I have no
Medicine?
idea.
I feel like medicine makes the most sense.
I can do that.
sleight of hand. Still.
Performance. Well,
thievery.
Thievery. That's gonna be a 15 in total.
at 15, as you're sitting there, you notice that it's less kind of swooshy as some of the constellations that you're familiar with, and it's deliberate. It's almost a triangle, but a rough one. And as you kind of like run your finger over the bumps and close your eyes, with a 15, it feels like a tower or a monolith or a spire of some kind.
Okay.
It's not a constellation that you are familiar with in nature.
Oh. I thought maybe it was one thing, but I don't think it's anything that I've seen in the sky. It is some kind of spire. And she'll make the shape with her claw a couple of
Okay.
times.
He's going to point to, Lucero's going to point to John and to Espen and saying, so there is something that is cursing the both of you, obviously Fae in nature, and it's getting worse according to your description.
It is.
His looks worse.
Espen, has there been anything in recent memory that has been affecting the way that you talk, see, hear, think, your magic, your ability to smell? Has there been anything that's been affected for you?
I mean, like, for a little bit, my starry form didn't work right. But I can actually check this. This is why I asked if we did a short rest. In this moment, Espen is going to
Bless you.
Bless you.
bless you.
Bless you.
Espen is going to transform into her starry form. Let's do chalice, I guess, just to see what it does.
Perfect.
Actually, I'm a liar. I want to do the dragon form.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you see these stars start to spread out in front of you to make the dragon constellation, as the wings spread out, you see they turn red and dip in and reform, and they make the Archer constellation.
Oh. It's a little flipped as she goes. When she started casting it, she is now going into the Archer form. So you guys are gonna see this like little celestial version of Espen. Essentially, she's not quite see-through, but like a little see-through. And as she kind of moves about, you can see the constellation of Archer show up on her chest. Oh, this is not what I had meant to do. It's not as helpful.
It's great. Looks very capable. But you meant to cast a different form.
Yeah, it would have helped us with some research if we needed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But when I did it to heal, when I did it to do some healing, it was okay. But now it's not. And it wasn't. Maybe it is the thing on my ear. I'm not really sure. Ooh, is the thing on my ear look any different like this? And she's gonna turn. In my celestial form, does the symbol look any different or present itself in any other way?
Well, it's on the back of your head, so you can't really tell. But if somebody else wants to
Well, that's
take a
why she
look,
turned.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
yeah.
a look-see-doozy
Yeah.
at it.
um,
It's got 2 pillars now.
Seraphina's gonna try to look too to see if she can see it.
Seto won't. He's just assuming that he can't see any of the things right now, so he's relying on everybody else's sight.
Makes
yep,
sense.
Seraphina, you don't see it. Revlis, you see that the dots are like kind of pulsing a little bit, with like a really faint red light.
Oh yeah, there's something there. There's something there now. Hold on. This is and he's going to try to trace the same constellation. I was like, may I? May I?
Yeah.
Right. He's going to try and trace the same constellation that that's been traced before, the one with the faint red dots.
Mhm.
Is this similar to what you were experiencing?
Is it the same?
Espen,
That-
give me a history check.
Bleh.
Oh boy.
At advantage.
Let's see if I can get any higher than I did not. 22 in total.
Okay. Damn. All right. So with a 22, as Revlis holds up this sketch, you look at it and it looks familiar because you've seen a sketch of this before. This looks like an Urson stone. You're
Ah.
not, your people do not venture to the Urson stones. Um, Legend has it there is only one that is currently standing, and the other three have fallen. And there's a lot of speculation about what happens when the fourth one falls.
So that is a stone kind of my mountain, the Risen Stone, and there's a legend about how they fell, and we don't really know. And there's 4 of them, and there's one standing, and we don't know what happens if the other one falls, and we don't really. I mean, we kind of sort. We don't know what they do.
You mean to tell me that your people have doomsday stones? And 3 of them have fallen, and the 4th one is still standing, but you're all nervous if the 4th one falls.
I wouldn't say nervous. We just don't know what happens.
Espen, how do you feel right now? Knowing that this foreboding stone is the constellation that is inhibiting your magic.
Very confused. Extra confused.
A little
Yeah.
more. Give me a little more. What other emotions are happening in there?
Hiding stuff from us is not going to help us help you. So please be very upfront about things.
It's not that I'm hiding it. I don't actually know what happens, but also you have to remember that we thought one thing for a very long time, and then now we're finding out other things. We thought that the Fae that you met. I don't like to say her name because I think it's a bad omen to say her name because she's looking. Yes, her. She turned everything upside down. This
Are
Zach,
you
would I know of any like folklore or like children's stories or anything that might be connected to the stones that Aspen would like grasp onto in this moment?
It is. Hmm. Give me another history check advantage.
I'm thinking like ashes, ashes, we all fall down kind of shit.
Mhm.
Oh, like Ring Around the Rosie,
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
that creepy ass
Nice.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. A 14 in total.
14 in total. You vaguely remember this like weird rhyme your mother would say to kind of like scare you guys from going too far from the village. Um and the the rhythm and the rhyme don't really come back to you, but you remember it saying something about um uh the witch in the woods will take you away.
Okay. Uh, we weren't supposed to go that far away from the mountain in general, um, just, for safety reasons. But then also there was possibly a witch who lived at these stones or was part of the stone, or it just kind of depended on what time of the year it was when Mama would sing the rhyme. Um, eh, I I don't know why that is there. And I don't know anybody who is Oblivion or who has had that symbol before. Um, so I I
Do you
I don't think
use-
it is good. Sorry, go.
Oh, well, I mean, like Kavli said that his was from looking back. Do you think yours is from looking back and the witch is the Lady of the Bones? Or do you think that it's the other Fae you are dealing with?
How many Fae things have y'all messed with?
Just
The
the one.
mountain is so
Just the
cool.
one.
Well, I mean, there were two there, so there was like just two at the event, and then Espen has her own. But
Yes,
that's
but-
it, just like this three, basically, and then
There's
there
just
remains-
one problem about that, Ori says.
What is her
She walks in.
symbol?
She's been there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
She's listening, yeah.
She is shockingly light on her feet, folks.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
So you just hear her voice from the front of the tent. She's leaned up against one of the tent posts, like arms crossed, shoulders leaning back against the post. We went and saw a priest, John. Remember?
I wouldn't soon forget it. What's your point?
So were you... If this has to do with the Fae, then we probably need to add a stop to our list. But as far as the rest of us were aware, that whole ritual cleared you.
As far as I was aware, it had two. Not sure if you were lurking in the corner and were able to see this, but there is a hole in the middle of my hand that is decaying. Now, this is an omen. This is something that I have heard stories of upon the seas, and this is something that is a sailor's death sentence. I'm not sure if this is fey fuckery to mess with me and the rest of you, but this scares me. And if
DM,
we
do
need
I
to
see
add a stop,
anything?
then we'll add a stop.
Ooh, yeah.
You do not. Actually, Ori, give me
You
a,
what?
a religion check.
Legit.
Hey, what?
Hello? Question?
That is a 13 for a 13. I have +0 to all intelligence, y'all.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we love you for it. And we love you.
So with a 13, you don't see anything. But the more that you look at Revlis's hand, the more the spot that he's indicating doesn't look right. It's like the skin is not laying the way that it should. It's almost like it is just like almost as if you took like a circle of your palm and you rotated it like 20 degrees.
Like-
It's very
Like the
very
lines
subtle.
on his palm are no longer.
Kind of don't line up a little bit. Yeah.
She just marches over, takes his hand, and like squints at it.
Do you see anything?
Not quite.
You
I
see
don't
something.
I don't see
What do
anything.
you see?
Your heartline is disconnected. Your lifeline is facing the wrong way. Gonna grab his other hand.
That one makes sense. Everything runs the way that you expect it to.
You said disconnected.
It's like someone took the center of your palm and rotated everything like 45 degrees. Does anything happen if I poke it?
It just feels like skin.
Yeah, she kind of like takes the quote unquote necrotic hand and like squeezes it a couple of times between her thumb and her forefinger just to see.
Revlis, it looks like Ori's finger is going into your hand to you.
That's.
Does that hurt?
It doesn't
Nope.
hurt.
No, it's just unpleasant to look at. From my perspective, it looks like you're poking your hand almost straight through my palm.
Well, that's a problem. But if it's a sailor's curse, why would the Fae have dropped it on you? And she's going to drop his hands and step back to her perch.
Well, time to share with the class then. I'm assuming you heard. With the Fae that we met in the woods, I looked. I couldn't help myself, but I had to see what was going on. And what I saw was a mutilation. And what I am now expected to do is provide a mutilation. I was told that I have 100 years to gather another soul for a feast for the Bramble King.
Well, you left that part out. I'm looking back at my notes. Sam, you totally told Ori that you looked back. Like way back in the day when it first happened.
I was going to say, I feel like I had told someone. I knew
Yeah.
it was either Serafina or Ori. So I'm glad that you have that note.
Yeah, had not told me for sure.
Nope, apparently not.
Well, you left that harvester bit out, John.
How would you feel if you knew you were traveling with a Fae-bound bastard bent on harvesting a soul in 100 years? Personally, I
Considering
wouldn't
that
feel well.
I have dealt with worse than the likes of you, I promise. But considering that, again, we saw that priest and he managed to wash something out of you, it makes me think there is something else lingering.
There has to be. In fact, while we are doing this, why not? Hold on. And John is going to take off that um, uh, vest that he's wearing. He's going to take that off, and he's going to start pulling off the blouse that he has on as well. He's just going to kind of like look all around up his arms, down his chest. Ori, look at my back. Is there anything on my back that is out of the normal, out of the ordinary? And he's just going to look for like the same sort of mark that he can see across the rest of his body, but he's curious if any of the others can see anything else that is there.
We have everybody but Lucero technically has seen Revelus stripped from the waist up, because that's what he had to do when he went into the pool with that priest of Delpomenes. He has a number of tattoos. I didn't write them down, but we know he has tattoos and we know he has scars. Is there anything new?
There is nothing new.
Did
However,
did he have names on as some of the tattoos? Yeah. Did
Mhm.
any of the
He
names
did,
change?
yes. The names that he has written down. Let's see. I have them all in my notes. Where are my notes? There we are. Okay, yes. He has the name Nedlog, the name Tanya, and I believe those were the only two.
Okay.
Yes, it was just those two.
so all of the tattoos are in place, and they look, for the most part, as you guys have seen them before.
Sorry,
But
there's one more
Oh,
name. That's my
yeah.
mistake. Tanya, Nedlog, Liara.
Okay.
They all appear to be etched onto fresh skin, as the scars from his back have been, they're no longer there.
Your scars are gone, Silver.
They're what?
They're gone.
That's
Concerning.
impossible. Can healing magic do that?
Not that they're that old.
But I mean, it was a priest, right? So aren't we talking about like divine magic? Not just like one person.
No, these were there at the fighting pit. These were on my back when we fought, Ori. I know they were there. They they have to have been there.
Actually, were they?
They were.
Okay.
Am I healing? I don't feel like I'm healing.
Don't know yet.
How's your leg?
It's not bothered me in weeks. I thought I was feeling younger and sprier. I thought it was just the effect of traveling with you all. I didn't think there was anything to it.
Maybe
Oh,
if you
those
have to
bastards.
stay alive for another
Fine.
100 years, they had to fix you so you could stay alive?
What was that?
You said you owed them a soul in 100 years, right?
I do.
But humans don't usually live to 148, right?
No, they don't.
So I wonder if they had to alter you so you would stay alive that long.
That seems to be the
Who
case.
who is looking Revlis in the face right now?
For sure, Seraphina.
Yeah, I think probably Seraphina and Ori, because she would have come back around to tell him.
Can
Yeah,
the two of you, can
same.
the two of you give me, anybody who's looking Revlis in the face, give me a perception check, please.
Nice. 14.
19 plus 7 for 26.
Damn.
23.
All right. You all see it. As you're looking Revlis in the face, and you're kind of coming back to you're kind of like coming to the realization of what is occurring to him. That salt and pepper hair has in the corners and the temples a little bit of brown, and in the very ends of his facial hair, you see bits of red and blonde just kind of dancing at the tips, whereas it used to be mostly white with a little gray.
Pavlis, your hair has a little bit of color now, too? Were you dyeing it before?
No dye I've found has worked.
So maybe you're aging backwards?
If they're expecting 100 years of service, then I imagine they want to protect their investment.
I can agree to that.
But it doesn't make sense that they would do that, but then, infect his hand so badly.
Yes, it doesn't explain this. Why am I decaying?
Before we go further than that, I have one question that's actually that doesn't pertain to this. And then Lucero's going to slowly look over towards Seraphina. You said you don't feel warmth or cold.
Oh, yeah, but that's, not related and not important. Nobody really does, except them for some reason.
No, everybody does.
No, because it's like how, you can...
Seraphina, this plane that you live in is a very cold plane in comparison to where I'm from.
Yes, which is why, there's not fire, and obviously you could feel like if a fire burned you, but, you don't...
If I was near a fire, it would feel comfortable to me. I would feel that warmth. Do you not feel that?
No.
He's going
That's
to
always been screw.
He's going to reach his hand over and just look at her and ask, can you put your hand on mine?
Yes. She's gonna reach her hand out and look to everybody else to see if that's a normal request, and then keep going. Just gauging people's reactions, but she'll keep going. She'll still put her hand out.
As that happens, he's going to close his eyes and then essentially reach out around him as he does divine sense once more to see if he can sense anything that know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of him.
Lucero, as you channel this energy, what does that look and feel like for you?
For him, it's just closing his eyes and essentially opening his mind up to be able to sense everything that would be within the purview of his within his paladin oath. And so he's looking to see what he can sense out there, what kind of is like think of the Ben Affleck version of Daredevil, where like the sound waves kind of like are pinging off and just kind of like displaying what that looks like. That's what I'm imagining for him, what that those pings are coming back to him.
Okay. So as you reach out, um, remind me one more time what you can sense.
Celestial, fiend, or undead.
Celestial fiend or undead.
So any of those three that may be out there, within 60 feet of him, he's pinging for, seeing if something comes back. If any of those come back.
Is your hand supposed to be warm right now? Because I already said I can't feel that.
It should be warm to the touch for you.
No.
So you do not sense any of the three. But as you like send that ping out, there is a waiver. And it's not so much a like a hit on the radar, but it feels like something is altering your perception of things.
In what direction?
It just kind of the whole vision feels fuzzy. If that makes sense. It feels like a scattered signal.
When he was with Ori and he had sensed that before, nothing was altering it at that time, and it was just him and Ori, correct?
Correct.
But now that they are here inside of this tent with the party together, that is starting to waver, alter itself to where it's almost like a masking. And so I think as he puts those together, he opens his eyes very briefly before it closes one more time, just to make sure that that's still there. And once he does, he will say, "Thank you. I appreciate that." And then he's going to take his hand away.
What was the goal? Is my hand warm? Do you?
No, but I can't say that. I can't determine that because again, everything in this plane is colder to me than what it would be for everyone else.
Right. So were we
Ori.
just like comparing hand sizes?
No, I just was hoping. I was just wanting to see something. That was all. Ori, can I have a word in private with you outside?
Sure.
We'll be right back. Please, nobody mess with any more Fae. John.
So as the two of you head out,
Real quick.
yes.
Before, like, Lucero walks out the door, or he's gonna wait like 5-6 seconds, and then crouch down to Fee. It might be a good idea to mention the lack of hunger as well, Fee.
Why?
I think we're trying to put the pieces together.
I thought that was just like a high elf thing. None of you are high elves, so like that makes sense.
I'm not going to tell anybody your business if you don't want me to, that's all.
I'm like, do you think it's important?
Or he kind of gives her one of these like nods, and then she'll follow Lucero out.
Okay. And
I think you would see it like as like he went like a pretty decent ways away. Like the fire, like the he'll have a little bit of light that's kind of like resonating off of him, just to kind of be like a signal of where he's at. As he's just kind of like crossing his arms and is like piecing things together.
So as the two of you head out of the tent, um, you almost like walk into Carrick as he's like kind of standing outside the. Pardon me, excuse me. I was just
Or like grabs him by the shoulder so she doesn't accidentally knock him on his ass. Hi, what's up, bud?
I looks like the two of you are gonna go have a conversation.
Yeah, just real quick.
I'm gonna. Can I was gonna pop in and see if anybody was available to help me cut the vegetables because I have just been eating them whole the whole time.
Oh,
And I
Ori would have done
realized
that
it's
before she came in. It was just
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Okay, great.
Yeah, you're all set, bud. You're all set.
Yeah,
I told you I would.
it's all good. Perfect. Is the little one in there? The really pale one.
Serafina?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need me to grab her?
If you don't mind, there's a bunch of my armor is kind of like it used to be really good, and it's kind of like a divine thing, and she's given me kind of like a divine vibes. I don't know exactly what her deal is, but I don't feel like dragging it all the way up to the temple. I could just use a second opinion because I haven't used it in forever.
Yeah, no, everybody's inside if you want to go poke your head in. Care.
All right, cool. It's not gonna like cut my head off if I poke it in. I don't know. It's like although you shouldn't fit in the tent, but you are, so I'm just kind of assuming that it's kind of a.
Ori goes to respond and is like, you have my permission to enter our domicile. Like, she has that thought of like, maybe you need to be invited. You should be fine.
Thank you. And Espen and Revelus and Seraphine, you just see Carrick sticks his head in. And he goes, "Oh, Seraphina, can I bother you for a moment here?
Yes. Yeah.
I need assistance, and you're like the most qualified, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right. Just whenever you get, I'll just be out here whenever you're done."
She's just gonna like follow him out unless anybody stops her. But she's like, ask for my help. What's she gonna do?
Before she does leave, John is going to put out his hand. He's going to say, "Don't go too far, all right? We still have a couple things we need to talk about."
Right. To be clear, what is too far?
Maybe don't go further than 60 feet from the place.
The place being the tent, not his house. Yes?
Tent or the house. 60
Okay.
feet in the general area.
Okay.
I don't know. Within shouting distance, please.
Okay. I can do that. And then she'll walk out.
Right. Perfect. So you see he kind of like goes into the house and like closes the door behind you and turns around and goes, "All right. We need to talk about the ringing."
Oh.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break. And we will be right back. So many fun conversations are happening in a way that I don't think are great. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back.